What's up, you guys? PgTc 360 here, giving you guys a little bit of a video about my thoughts of Black Ops 2 from what I've seen in the 2 days that Gamescom has actually showed multiplayer today. This gameplay, just a little bit of gameplay, I actually just finished about 5 minutes ago. Nothing really amazing in it. I don't really go for any high kill streaks or anything like that. Just something for you guys to go ahead and watch and hopefully enjoy. Black Ops 2. You know, when I first seen the multiplayer trailer, I was really thinking about, you know, whether or not anything was going to be good. You know, we've seen some new guns, we've seen some new kill streaks, we've seen some new abilities that players have. You know, the equipment is definitely futuristic. Everything is set in 2025. They did bring a lot of guns, though, that you've actually seen before. They're not created guns. I don't know if there are any created guns in there. There are a few guns in there that I haven't heard of, so maybe they could be real guns. I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to real guns, but they also could be created guns. Some of them do look like they are created. But looking at the multiplayer trailer, we were basically given, you know, what's the map Turbine looks like. We were shown, you know, how gameplay actually works on that map and how it's going to continue to work through that map. You know, obviously, you know, whoever controls that bridge and the top of that airplane is probably going to have a better chance at, you know, winning the map, depending on the game mode itself. But either way, Black Ops 2, looking at the multiplayer trailer, I personally thought that, you know, it looked good just because, you know, the way they set up everything, they gave you a variety of, you know, guns, variety of tactics, a variety of, you know, things that you want to see. People want to see the good kill streaks in action. You know, especially in a trailer, you got to show that. People want to see the new things that you're introducing in action. They want to see how that works firsthand, so their questions have been answered. You know, people also don't want to see, you know, some of the same stuff. They did not show, I don't think, any knifing action other than the run-up knife that the guy had, but they don't really show any panic knifing or anything like that. They don't want to get the fans to not want to see it. So we'll start off with the knifing now that I left off on that thought. The knifing on Black Ops. If you use the wild card, I think it's either where you have perk greed or it's the attachments thing, whatever. You can't have a secondary. That's when you actually, when you swap out to your secondary, that's when you will pull out a knife. There is still, I think when you have a secondary and a primary weapon, you still will be able to knife with your analog, but there is no lunge. You have to be right beside that person to hit that knife button, and it's going to do that. There is no lunge anymore, nothing like that people are going to run for. So I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm hoping that that works out the way we want it to. Another thing I seen was the whole Tomahawk system. The new Tomahawk looks sweet. You know, it had very good detail towards it, and it actually looks like something that could kill you if it hit you in the head. It would definitely kill you. They also shown some equipment, the shock charge. That looked like it was going to be a very big impact if somebody hit you with that. They showed the Guardian, which it shoots like an electronic wave that like stuns you. That looked like it was an impact. They showed, you know, the AGR, which was probably one of the best kill streaks you can get, and it was definitely, you know, something used for killing. It was an assault streak. They also showed, you know, the 10-point class system a little bit more in depth, things like that. Another thing I seen that I was a little bit iffy about actually was when I actually first seen the ballista, because I didn't know watching the multiplayer trailer that was a sniper. I thought it was a shotgun, but the thing looked like, you know, it had amazing range. But now that I know it's a sniper, I was a little bit happy about that. The only thing I'm a little bit iffy about is the fire rate change you know, what guns can you put that on? Can you only put that on automatic weapons, or can you actually put that on a semi-automatic weapon, make it fully automatic? You know, that's what I was thinking as I watched the trailer. My question was actually answered watching the Gamescom. I think it was the second one. They were playing on Yemen, and the guy picked up the semi-automatic gun and shot it fully auto. It was basically just like if you had a decent trigger finger, that was the fully auto. It was like doot, 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 doot. You know what I mean? Nothing amazing, dramatic, shooting as fast as, you know, the PP90 rapid fire on Modern Warfare 3, but it definitely shot better than the semi-auto version of the gun. We also got to see the new score streak system. That was definitely something brought upon for your more average players, you know, ones that still want to help the team and still want to get some pretty decent good kill streaks, and they can do it through playing the objective, maybe not being the Slayer. Also, we got to see the new codcasting system. The codcasting is basically where one person can sit there and they can give a commentary of what's going on around the map, so the viewers or spectators, I don't know how that's going to work yet. I haven't really gotten my answer of whether or not, like, how that's going to actually work out. What is that going to look like? Are they going to have lobbies where you go into and you're just a random, like, you can just go spectator and it'll put you in a random podcast lobby where you can watch or listen to somebody that's giving a commentary? And then if you wanted to be a commentator, would you just go into a lobby and then they'd shoot you into a match that needed one? I don't know that. Or if you just do your own private theater in front of your friends, you know, you'd be the commentator. I'm not too sure about it. But I personally am interested in trying out the podcast system. I like giving commentaries. I like broadcasting moments. I like doing that. So that's something that as a player like me, I'm going to be interested in. You know, it's something that makes it to where not always just playing the game, but you can actually still be a big part of the game, have fun, and you don't even have to be playing. You know? One thing that I did see was there are some dominant guns that I can already see are going to be the dominant assault rifles you're going to see. One of them happens to be the Type 25, which is, it looks a lot like the Type 95, but I think it's a little bit of a newer model. There's also the M8A1. Now that gun honestly looks like it's going to be the best assault rifle in the game. The guy even said it himself. As he got a final kill with the M8A1, it was one of the pro players, I think it was Karma Envy, got a final kill. The creator, Vandahar, or whatever his name is, David Vandahar, said that is the best gun. And then directly after he said, oh, I didn't say that. And then the guy tried to, you know, kind of go on to him. He said, wait, what is that gun? And he said, the best gun in the game. And he kept saying that for like 3 more questions. So, obviously, they're admitting that that gun is going to be a very dominant weapon. Probably the best. I don't really know how it's going to work out with the whole unlocking system. Are you going to unlock weapons, or is everything going to be available from the very beginning? I don't know. I'm guessing you're going to have to unlock weapons just like in every other game. I don't know how the perk system is going to work. It didn't look like they had any money currency system. They would have talked about that. I think they do have an emblem customization. So we'll see how that all kind of comes out. The wild card. Now the wild card is something that you can put on your class to enable a certain thing to break the rules. Like a wild card for 2 primary weapons would make it to where you can have 2 primary weapons, but you might not be able to have either a lethal or tactical grenade, or you might not be able to have like a 3rd perk or something. It breaks the rule because it gives you 2 primary weapons. Classic Call of Duty, you're supposed to have a primary weapon and a secondary weapon. Another one was perk greed. Now you can get a perk greed for either the 1st perk slot, 2nd perk slot, or 3rd perk slot. What this does means you can have 2 perks of the same category going on at one time. So perk greed is basically for that person who maybe wanted, you know, scavenger and hardline, sleight of hand at the same time. For Modern Warfare 3, let's say. Scavenger is all obviously by itself, but you're going to be able to have hardline and we'll say quick draw. And then we'll say you can have, I don't know if you can have 2 perk greeds at once, so we'll go with 1. And we'll say you had scavenger and then you had hardline and quick draw. You can have hardline and quick draw, which are both secondary perks, at the same time. So that's for somebody who wants that specialist bonus back into their playstyle. You know, you want to try to get that multi-perk game style gameplay going on for yourself. Another thing I seen that I actually liked and I thought was really cool and interesting was the whole, new attachments thing. Where the attachments you put on your gun are the new perks that used to help your gun, like to have increased hipfire accuracy. Instead of there being a steady aim perk, there's a laser. You have to put the laser attachment on your gun to increase your hipfire accuracy. If you wanted a faster pull-up, like Quick Draw did, or Sleight of Hand Pro did in Black Ops, you would have to use the foregrip, because that would make you pull up your gun faster. You have to have the attachment to do weapon-based perk things that you used to see on the old games. They took out all the weapon perks. Now you're into straight perks that are going to actually help the character and the player, not the weapon. I've seen some pretty sweet attachments, like the target finder. That looked pretty cool. I did see, they actually showed all of the attachments. There was FMJ, Extended Mag, Fast Mag, which Fast Mag is obviously going to be the dual mag attachment. FMJ is going to be your impact factor. There's no more proficiencies, thank goodness. Everybody, I think, was done with those. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next style, where it's basically you're putting the attachments and coming into that creative customization factor of the game. Another thing that I actually seen was they had the silencer was back. The silencer basically did the same thing, kept you off the radar and kept you silent. Nothing really special about it. They had the reflex sight, which is basically a red dot sight. I don't know why it's called the reflex sight on Black Ops, because it's like a scope. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's a difference. I don't know. But, also I seen, which was kind of interesting to me, they showed the kill streaks for score, like the score streaks, and they had some pretty good ones on there. There was actually a gunner you could get into. I mean, obviously it's going to take a lot of score to get something that good, but if you play a whole match, you might almost be guaranteed to get that at least once a match. So that's going to be your support streak, brung into Black Ops 2 that you're going to like and love as somebody who plays. You're really going to hopefully appreciate the whole pack. We are wrapping up right here on this gameplay. If you guys want to know more, just keep checking out my channel. I'm going to get more gameplays to go ahead and add my feedback on here. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment, possibly even like the video. Thank you guys. PgTc 360 here. Have a good one.